Right now, as you watch this, your mind is being hijacked. At any given moment, your subconscious mind is processing 11 million bits of information without your awareness. It's learning, deciding, and forming belief systems while you think you're in control. And here's where it gets wild. In the early 18th century, scientists discovered how to access the subconscious mind. They found the back door. While doctors used it to heal, early propagandists like Edward Bernays used it to convince women to smoke and men to fight. He said, "We're governed, our minds are molded,
our tastes formed, our ideas suggested, largely by men we have never heard of."
So if you've ever had thoughts that you feel like aren't your own, emotions that come out of nowhere, or habits you would change if you had more self-control, that's not weakness, that's subconscious programming. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how this works and how to use the same access point ethically to take back control of your own mind and build life-changing confidence through self-hypnosis. And if you already know you want in, click Enroll Now below. Now here's the promise of this video. If confidence has been hard for you socially, internally, or spiritually, I'm going to show you why and what to do about it. Not with hype, not with just believe in yourself, but with a simple model of how your mind actually works. Because when you change your subconscious, confidence isn't something you force. It becomes the natural output of who you are. And we're not just saying you'll be more confident in front of people. We're talking about true internal confidence, and whatever that looks like for you. For some, it replaces anxiety. For some, depressive thoughts. Others, addictions. Think about what confidence means for you. This is what I'm going to help you achieve. My name is Micah Putnam. I'm a board-certified clinical hypnotherapist. I've completed hundreds of sessions, and I've been studying and using hypnosis for over 18 years. The highly specialized techniques I use have a 95% success rate, helping people to overcome their mental and health difficulties, everything from severe PTSD to improved self and social confidence. And at a certain point, I had a realization. I can only help so many people in a private clinic. And it bothered me. Because the techniques that create real change for people, the ones that get to the root, not just the symptoms, they're not widely taught. So, I built the New Mind Confidence course to bring the clinic-grade framework to the public in a way that you can actually follow in under 30 days with less than an hour a week. Now let me earn your trust. I'm going to teach you the same 3 truths I teach clients, because once you understand these, everything changes. Truth number 1, confidence is not willpower. Confidence is not something you try harder to have. You can't white knuckle it or force it. Confidence is a subconscious belief. It flows from internal ease and decisiveness. There is objective, external, observable reality, and there is subjective, interpretive, internal reality. That's why you can be confident in one area and completely shut down in another. You might be confident at work, but freeze in a social conversation. You might be capable and intelligent, but still hear that inner voice that says, "Don't say that, don't be weird, don't get rejected, don't mess this up." That voice isn't random. It's a rule, it's a program, a subconscious belief your mind learned at some point, often to protect you, and it's been running ever since. Truth number 2, your mind is designed to keep you safe, not confident. It wants to avoid pain and seek pleasure, and the subconscious defines safe in a very specific way. Safe means familiar, predictable, and approved by your identity, your past, and your environment. So, if at some point your mind learned that speaking up leads to embarrassment, or being seen leads to criticism, or taking up space leads to rejection, your subconscious doesn't care that you're 28 or that you're 78 now. It doesn't care that you logically know better. It runs the program. And that's why so many people get trapped in cycles like overthinking, people-pleasing, avoiding, shutting down, procrastinating, or sabotaging relationships and opportunities, not because you're broken, but because you're programmed. And the worst part, most people try to fix subconscious programming with conscious tools only. They try pep talks, willpower, self-help books, or coping strategies that never touch the root. And while so many techniques and strategies are wonderful, their limitation is in using conscious tools to fix a subconscious problem, which leads to a life where you're functional, but not free, not truly changed from the inside. Truth number 3, all lasting change is subconscious change. If you want lasting confidence, you have to access the subconscious directly. That's what the back door is really about. When you can enter the subconscious the right way, you can find the root program, the root interpretation, the root fear, the root belief, and update it. Not by pretending it's not there, not by suppressing it, not by avoiding triggers forever, but by changing the pattern at the source, by introducing a more complete and integrated perspective. And that's exactly what self-hypnosis is for. So let's get clear about what hypnosis really is. Hypnosis is a focused state where your mind becomes more receptive to learning and change. You stay aware, you stay in control, and it's been studied for decades. It's a natural and achievable skill that anyone can learn. In fact, a well-known meta-analysis found that when hypnosis was added to a cognitive behavioral approach, outcomes were significantly better. So much so that the average person receiving the hypnosis enhanced approach improved more than at least 70% over those receiving the same therapy without hypnosis. Translation? When you use the right method to engage the subconscious, change tends to happen faster, deeper, and with less struggle. And that's what this course gives you, step by step. Here's how the New Mind Confidence course is structured. It's a 4-week program, and each week takes less than an hour to complete. Week 1, understand your mind. First, you learn a powerful breathwork technique that lets you shift your emotional state on command. Then you learn the model of the mind, how your subconscious actually works, and why confidence issues persist even when you logically know better. You'll also begin to use the nightly hypnosis audio, which becomes part of your daily routine for the next 30 days. Week 2, reprogramming your thinking patterns. Next, you learn simple tools for managing your thoughts and beliefs. These techniques help you stop feeding the old mental patterns and start intentionally installing the beliefs and identities you actually want. Week 3, learning self-hypnosis. Now you learn how to safely guide yourself into hypnosis. This gives you direct access to the subconscious mind so the changes you're making can go much deeper. Week 4, advanced subconscious processing. Finally, I teach you an advanced self-hypnosis processing technique called 3-to-1 processing. Using the hypnosis state you learned in week 3, this technique helps you locate and process the root issue behind the confidence problem. In the clinic, we see transformations across issues like anxiety, addiction patterns, depressive cycles, body confidence, and relationship struggles. Because again, confidence is often the fruit of resolving the root. Let me give you a quick example. A client, let's call her Emily, smart, kind, capable, but socially, her mind would hijack her. She'd rehearse conversations, overanalyze facial expressions, replay everything she said, and the story in her head was always the same. Don't be too much. Don't say anything wrong. Don't get judged. She tried pushing through. She tried being more confident, but the pattern stayed. When we went after the root, what we found wasn't lack of confidence. It was a subconscious rule. If I am seen, I get hurt. Once the rule changed, the overthinking didn't need constant management. Her nervous system stopped treating people like danger, and confidence became normal, not forced. That's what this course is built to do, not just hype you up, to change the program. And there's a guarantee. Try it for 30 days, starting with the day that you begin Module 1. Watch the videos, try the exercises, give it a real shot. And if you don't like it, we'll give you your money back. Simple. In the clinic, these pieces are valued roughly like this. Advanced breathwork techniques valued at $395. Mind management techniques valued at $195 each. That's $585 total. Model of the mind training valued at $325. Advanced self-hypnosis with 3-to-1 processing valued at $493. Nightly audio valued at $99. That's a total clinic value of $1,897. And if this were private work, it would be far more because you'd be paying for sessions, not a system. But this course exists because I wanted these tools accessible. So instead of clinic only, it's now a structured course you can do at home. The goal is simple. Make the cost less than a single therapy session while giving you a complete 30-day therapeutic program. So if you're ready to stop fighting yourself and start building real confidence, socially, internally, and spiritually, click Enroll now. Get access. And when you do, don't just watch the course, follow the process. It's the same process I use with my clients in my clinic, achieving an extraordinary 95% success rate and helping clients to reach their dream outcomes. Now available to you in your home. Click Enroll now and I'll see you inside the New Mind Confidence course.